Right now at 3, we begin with a wild carjacking pursuit that started in Fontana. And if you were watching with us, you know this went on for hours and it just ended about 30 minutes ago in Linwood. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for watching us here. I'm Annabelle Sedano. Let's get right to it. Julia Dang is overhead in News Chopper 4. Julia, the scene is still active out there.
What a wild afternoon, Annabelle. We were tracking this for a long time. It went on for more than 2 hours. It finally came to an end here in the city of Linwood. You can see this white pickup truck. This was the stolen truck that came out of the city of Fontana. We actually heard from the rightful owner who was carjacked and dragged for a little bit, but you see that damage on the side of it. That came from the first pit maneuver attempt by CHP. That happened around downtown LA. This driver actually got out of that, kept on going, and here the truck is now. Again, city of Linwood. This is in a neighborhood. You can see people out here actually standing outside of their homes getting video of the ongoing investigation. We just saw the driver being wheeled away on a stretcher by medics, and that's because CHP released one of their canines. You can see this unit right up against the truck. It's the CHP canine unit. It looks like the dog did bite the suspect, but fortunately in this wild pursuit was really erratic driving on surface streets and freeways. We did not see anybody else being hurt. We're live in News Chopper 4. Back to you.
Julia, great work out there. Thank you so much. Want to bring in our investigative reporter, Leonard, with where that stolen truck was from. Eric.
Right. Well, the driver here was wanted for a violent felony, which is probably why we saw so many CHP officers and their aircraft behind this driver for so many miles. As you just saw, the chase came to an end on a side street when the driver slowed down and turned nose to nose with a CHP patrol car. The driver got out. He had his hands up at first. It appeared that he might be surrendering, but then he turned, began to jog away from the officers behind him, and that's when, as you see there, the police dog was sent after him. It grabbed him and took him to the ground, and then the man was put in handcuffs. All of this began around noon today when the truck's owner told us he stopped for lunch and was confronted by the pursuit driver, who at first asked for a ride and then, he says, stole his keys.
I was getting out of my truck, and a guy asked me for a ride. I said no. I said I'm getting ready to go get something to eat. And I got to the back of the truck, and he come up behind me, snatched my keys, ran to the front of the truck. I chased him, and we struggled inside the truck. He backed up. I thought he was going to hit the cars behind it, but he stopped. Got it. I'm still wrestling with him, and then he managed to get it into drive. He floored it, and I'm still hanging on. And I lost my footing. I fell out, and he ran up and over the curb, took out the sign over there, and the rest is history. They're chasing him now.
I mean, what do you think now that this happened and you're both cruising and everything?
More of my pride and my dignity's hurt, you know, because I wasn't quite strong enough to get him out of the truck, but he was kind of greasy kind of feel, you know, and I just couldn't get a good hold on him.
How do you feel now?
I'm all right, you know, a little scrape, a little stinging, but I'm fine.
Fontana, where the chase began. Then it traveled into downtown LA, then into East LA, then back towards downtown. The CHP tried to stop the chase with a pit maneuver south of downtown, successfully spun out the truck, as you see right there. But then the driver, he's able to back away from the patrol cars, and he sped away, and the chase continued into South Los Angeles before it finally came to an end on that side street. So the driver here potentially faces a pretty serious felony carjacking charge, which is a kind of robbery in California, taking a car by force, not to mention some of the other potential crimes that occurred during that 2.5-hour pursuit. Back to you in the studio.
Yeah.